Colin James looks back at the making of his big hit Voodoo Thing. This is John Bowden from Rock History Canada. If you want to check out the entire interview with Colin, there's parts 1 and 2 as a podcast or a video, links in the description of this video. Here's Colin James.
So I heard you say before that Voodoo Thing started with a riff.
Voodoo Thing started because we were in desperation. We were working with Tom Dowd. I wasn't getting along with Tom. We weren't getting stuff down on tape. We were even having trouble getting another version of Why'd You Lie, which never made it out of that studio because the original was so good. Why would you want to redo it anyway? We ended up with some very terrible version of it. And I was panicking. Here we were. Money was flying out the door. My first record ever. Not getting along with the producer. He wanted me to sing it in a quiet voice. He wanted me to go way down south where the mangroves grow, like a story, like Poke Salad Annie by, and it just, I just didn't feel that was right. And I had to say to him, well, I don't agree, So we ended up having to stop working together. And I wrote it in my hotel room. We were down there, so way down south where the mangroves grow, deep in the swamp, down in the bayou. So we were living in South Beach, Miami, taking drives to the Keys once in a while and getting used to that. This is South Beach, Miami before it was gentrified. So all those Art Deco places are still there, but only 2 of them have been redone and have fancy restaurants. The rest is like pretty iffy at the time. This is 1980, 88, 87, 88, I guess. And 87, 80, something like that. So anyway, that was a desperation song. And I actually remember phoning and saying, I'm going to call it Voodoo Thing. And my manager saying, you can't, because of Voodoo Child, you just can't. And I said, I don't agree. So again, I had to stick, I don't agree. And I stuck to my guns.
As the crow flies, my first reaction to it, I'm going, and I know there's not a lot going on in the beginning of it because you can have air in between the instruments. I mean, that's just the way it goes, right? But my first thought was, my God, this album is well produced.
Oh, great.
The sound is so crisp. It's beautiful. It's warm. It's just, I got to say that. I'd be remiss if I didn't. It was just a great sounding record.
That's fantastic. And that's a testimony to Dave. I had to engineer a little bit on this record, more than I've ever engineered. Because I had to run my sessions. Sometimes he'd leave me with the files and I'd have to do my bit and send it. And so I had to learn, putting mics on cones of speakers, stuff that I've never done before. But really, Dave is an awesome, the guys who do what they do, guys like Joe Hardy or Jim Gaines or Dave Mazzaros, all these guys have that kind of brain, where they're just not daunted by electronics or computers ever. And I wish I could say the same, but it's beautiful to watch somebody who's good at it.
I hope you enjoyed that. Many more parts coming up to our Colin James interview. We actually talked to him twice in the last month. And there's links in the description of this video where you can check out the podcast and the entire interview on our sister channel, Rock History Book. And Colin has a brand new album out. Remember, links in the description as well where you can pick that up. Make sure you comment on our videos, subscribe to our channel, and share our videos. I'm John Bowden. This is Rock History Canada.